This video showcases the benefits of the MPulse Service Block Workshops.
Okay, Eric, so we have covered everything on your list for this work order management service block workshop. We made some decisions about your workflow for initiating and distributing those work orders. We created a custom form for your maintenance technicians. We updated some of the drop-down fields just so those values are going to be more in line with what you guys are maintaining. And then we also set up your email notifications as well.
Okay, great. Thanks, Angie. And using our production database has helped us make decisions about workflows. It's really making this come to life.
Awesome. That is what we like to hear. So I do want to show you, I am logged in as your maintenance technician or as a maintenance technician in that maintenance engineer user group. And what we're seeing here is that these updated values in the drop-down list we talked about are displaying. So these are going to show more of those values that are in line with what you guys are maintaining. And then this form as a whole is a little bit more cleaned up for your maintenance engineers. We took the date done and the work order completed but not closed fields and moved those to this work order information. And then we hid that financial section so they're not seeing that just because you indicated they don't really need to see that information. So then the other thing that we did was we talked about those email notifications. If I come back into MPulse as an MPulse manager, we can see that the notification for personnel assigned to work order has been enabled. And then the other notifications for work orders escalations 1 and 2 have also been enabled. And with those escalations, if we take a look at how those rules have been set up, we designed the system to email you when a work order is 1 day overdue, and then again if that work order becomes 5 days overdue. So this is going to go in line with that workshop that we did for your maintenance request management, where we optimized your request form by really focusing on the fields that you need information from your end users. We set up this form to be a little bit more concise, a little bit easier to fill out, and then also set some field requirements. So if I were to try to save this, we'll see that those required fields will display here in this pop-up where they can fill them out before submitting those requests.
Okay, and we've actually had a few of our operators test out submitting requests with this form. And they've all said it's
Nice.
really easy to fill out, and they also really like that they can upload those pictures.
Awesome. We love to hear that. I figure the easier it is to use, the more people are going to use it. So now I think that we are really well aligned for your next workshop, which is going to cover capital assets, where we can spend some time making sure that the data that we're putting into the system is going to align with what your goals are, what your needs are. So we've got the MPulse data import template that we sent over to you, so you can start tracking data that you need to track against your equipment and against your vehicles. All right, Eric, and finally, I'm going to come back into the MPulse database as an MPulse manager. And just to reiterate, we were pretty successful in setting up some reports and getting them displayed on your maintenance advisor dashboard during that key performance indicator workshop. So here we can see that we've got that report showing all of our active work orders, and then those other key performance indicators that you said you guys needed to monitor pretty closely.
Yeah, Angie. And now, honestly, we are really going to be able to communicate. Given the option to
Awesome.
create dashboards for our management that just drop in and to read reports, we'll put our
Yes,
KPIs on full display. My boss is
perfect.
going to love this.
Awesome. Awesome. I always say a happy boss, happy life.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. And when you're on site delivering our standard implementation program, we didn't really
mhm,
know what reports we needed, and the
yeah,
workflows we established worked right out of the gate. These
awesome.
workshops gave us a chance to step back, see how we could improve it even more, and I'd say mission accomplished. And like you
Awesome.
said over and over again, Angie, learning to use the software is the easy part. Building it
Yep,
correctly is where the value is.
definitely. Yeah, I think that we've had a lot of really great success with these workshops, taking your Impulse database from this down to what you guys are really going to utilize most often. So, we are
I
always
agree.
happy to help. And then don't forget, Eric, we are going to be sending out the recording of this session to use as a resource for you guys going forward as well.
Awesome. Thank you.